Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Hey y'all, I climbed a tree today. Like, I legit climbed a tree. I was sitting at the park. I was just sitting there thinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna climb a tree. I know some of y'all gonna clown me in the comments. Yeah, you a whole grown man climbing trees. But hey, I just want to see what it felt like again, because I haven't done that since I was a child. And you know, it felt good. It was definitely worth it. Somebody probably saw me. They probably thought I was crazy. But oh well, we live in a crazy world, so what does it matter? Plus, I've been on a journey to really retrace my childhood footsteps and just find those moments that made me happy. Find those moments that brought natural peace and joy to my life, instead of all this instant gratification bull we got today in today's world. You know, I woke up this morning, man, and I had to check myself looking at my phone. You know, the first thing I did, trying to look at my phone, man, and that's something you don't want to do. I remember a time where there were no phones for you to you never even knew what a phone was. So with that being said, this world is going through a great reset. Everything is so chaotic. And people are to the point now where they're not happy at all. The energy is always so low amongst people because people don't know how to find that happiness. We've been so reliant on artificial pleasure that we don't know how to find happiness in the simple things anymore, just by living life. So this is why I've been on the journey to retrace my childhood, because I'm an '89 baby, so I grew up in a time where technology wasn't out there like that, social media. It was a pure time, you know, compared to now, where you still can go outside and see people at the park, see people doing activities, nobody on their phones, you know, and it was just like, it was a pure time where people were still social with each other. You still got pleasure just from talking to people, and just me, I used to like to fish, I used to like to be out in the woods. It just brought peace to me, it brought serenity to my life. That's been lost today. And this is why you see judgment being passed right now, because we've been so overly stimulated to pleasure that we don't even get pleasure from nature, from natural things. And that's not good. That's not good at all. A lot of my guys on this journey, you know, this is why we reset ourselves, by stopping with the corn, not releasing and letting our body reset itself. So we relearn how to have pleasure from simple things. But we've been overstimulated. The world has been overstimulated. So the world is going through a great reset right now. And if you're not on that frequency, if you're not rising up, see, you got to rise up with the energy of the planet. What the planet does, you have to be in tune with that. So your energy should be getting higher and higher and higher, especially now that the sun is out now and we're in the new earth now. Your energy got to be up at all times, or else judgment will be placed on you. And that's just facts. I remember a time when I was a child, I was probably like 9 or 10, and I used to cut my grandfather's grass. I used to cut his yard, and he had to push more. But he didn't have the self-propelled one. He had the older model where you actually had to push and push yourself, put your own force into it. I'm 9, 10 years old, you know, cutting. He had heels. I'm trying to cut, trying to make sure the mower don't tip over. But you know, I got the work done. And every time I would finish the yard, I felt accomplished. I got satisfaction from that. And then what made it even better is my grandmother would come out with a cold glass of water, ice cold glass of water, and she had some poker sauces ready for me, already in the bun with ketchup and mustard. Dog, I tell you, like, that was the best feeling ever. Like, you was just in a bliss state because you did something, you got pleasure from that, looking at your work, and then you get rewarded. Something simple as a glass of water and some food brought so much pleasure to me. Can you say that would bring the same pleasure to somebody today? To most people who are overstimulated every single day, who overeat, who overstimulate themselves with technology, can you say they can get that pleasure from just a simple glass of water? Most people don't even like drinking water nowadays. The great reset is happening because we've been overstimulated. Just like with retention, the world has to reset right now to go back to default settings so that we can get pleasure, learn how to get pleasure from living life instead of looking for something outside of ourselves to give us that gratification. It's a reset. You got to make sure that you on top of your game right now, right? I'm not trying to put fear in nobody, but I just want y'all to know, to be aware of what's happening. You see so much chaos right now because the energy is rising up, and a lot of people aren't on that frequency. So I said this in a past video, if you're not rising up with the planet, you're going to start seeing people going crazy who are on a low vibration because you can't handle the energy that's coming to the planet. So it's going to make you go crazy. You're going to see people doing all type of stuff right now. Just like our body, we have cells in our body, right? Just like we have cells in our body, we are the cells to this body or the earth. Okay, so if you have chaotic cells inside of your body's going to cleanse those out. It's going to purge those cells out of your body. Like if you do a fasting, your body purges itself of weak cells, chaotic cells, any type of disfigured cells, and only the strong ones survive. What are the strong cells? The strong cells are the ones that are on the frequency of the body. They're at their best version. They're at their highest level frequency, right? So they survive. They survive the purge. Same thing here. Nature's going to weed out the weak. It's going to purge out the weak, and only the strong is going to survive. So this is why every single day you got to make sure that you keeping your vibration high. You got to make sure that you are working on yourself. You know, this the best that you can. You don't got to be perfect, but just knowing that you're getting up every single day and you're just trying to keep yourself at a high level. That's it, man. You know, trying to detox yourself of just instant gratification and artificial pleasure all the time. You know, you want to keep a balance. I got to catch myself sometimes because sometimes I might be on my phone too much, you know, or you know how it is, man. We get pleasure from getting likes and you know, followers and all these things, all this artificial stuff that didn't even exist when I was a child, right? So it's good to deprogram yourself from those things and just learn how to go out into nature, enjoy the simple things. I climbed a tree and I felt so alive when I did it. Like I haven't done that in so many years. And I remember that I used to do this all the time. I used to love climbing trees. I used to love it. Now I didn't climb too high because, you know, I'm 200 pounds, I'm over 200 pounds. So them branches didn't look too sturdy, but you know, I climbed up there and it felt good, man. It felt really good. So I would advise you guys, if you're having trouble trying to find that connection to yourself, if you're having trouble just trying to find peace and tranquility with yourself, try to retrace your childhood footsteps and remember the things that you did that made you happy or that you just naturally gravitated towards that brought you joy and happiness, and try to relive those moments. You know, try to reset your dopamine receptors by going back to nature, natural things that you like doing, right? The world right now is in a place of split. It's splitting. So either you're going to be a part of the reset or you're going to be part of the purge. Part of the reset or you're going to be part of the destruction and the purge and to weed it out. You know, it's that side you got to choose. Right now, we're living in a time where you have to become your best version. Like, it's do or die now. It's not no in between anymore. You can't straddle the fence. You know, even when I do stuff now, like I can do something as simple as eat a piece of cake. Immediately, I start to feel the effects of it. My body's so sensitive to energy. Like, if I even try to go back to do something toxic, like it punishes me. Like, I'll start to break out if I go start eating a whole bunch of junk food. My body is so sensitive to energy that even if I go back on my diet and start eating bull crap for a couple days, I'll get punished like crazy. You know, and before I never used to. It would be, you know, decent. But now if I do it, I start to break out. I start to feel low in my energy, and just all types of things. It just affects my whole day. So that right there tells me that you got to be on point right now, right? Because every day the energy is getting higher and higher and higher. You don't want to get purged out, right? Stay on your grind. Understand what's going on right now. Don't pay attention to all the fear and everything that's being pushed out. Pay attention to yourself. Try to find your peace. Find your center. Go back to your childhood and remember who you are. This your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video or what y'all would like me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man.